Good morning, Mrs. Jones. What seems to be the problem?
Well, Doctor, I've got a sore throat and a bad cough. I've also got a headache.
How long have you had these symptoms?
About 4 days now, and I'm feeling really tired too.
It sounds like you've got the flu. Take 2 aspirin every 4 hours. You should also get lots of rest and drink plenty of fluids. If you don't feel better in a couple of days, give me a call.
Thank you, Doctor.
Good morning, Mrs. Jones. What seems to be the problem?
Well, Doctor, I've got a sore throat and a bad cough. I've also got a headache.
How long have you had these symptoms?
About 4 days now, and I'm feeling really tired too.
It sounds like you've got the flu. Take 2 aspirin every 4 hours. You should also get lots of rest and drink plenty of fluids. If you don't feel better in a couple of days, give me a call.
Thank you, Doctor.
Book 11, Lesson 1, Medical Appointments. Book 11, Test Names. You will see these names on the test: Bill, Bob, Jim, John, Martha, Mary, Tim, Tina. You will see these titles on the test: Doctor, Nurse, Mr., Mrs., Ms. Fluency Practice. Basic Fluency Practice. Book 11, Lesson 1, Fluency Practice. New Grammar Structures. Language Function. What is a preposition? A preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun and another word in a sentence. It often tells where, when, how, or why something happens. What is a preposition? A preposition shows direction, time, or place. A preposition shows direction, time, or place. Decoding review. Ache means pain, as in backache, earache, headache, stomachache. Pronunciation practice.
Examination, stomachache. Examination, stomachache.
Repeat the following. Number 1, back, caution, chart, front, head, height, life, medical, receptionist, to schedule.
Back.
Caution.
Front.
Head.
Do you have a head?
Height.
Leaf, leaves, to leave.
Life.
Medical.
Receptionist.
schedule,
What is a noun? Nouns act as the naming words in a sentence. They can function as the subject, who or what the sentence is about, or object, who or what receives the action. What is a noun? A noun is a person, place, or a thing. A noun is a person, place, or a thing. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun, a person, place, thing, or idea, to avoid repetition and make sentences smoother. What is a pronoun? A pronoun takes the place of a noun. A pronoun takes the place of a noun. A pronoun takes the place of a noun. Book 11, Lesson 1, Nouns. Repeat the following nouns. Number 1, ache, appointment, back, backache, check up, cold, cough, dot, earache, emergency, exam, fever, headache, inch, nurse, pain, patient, physical, problem, symptom. Say the word that describes the picture.
ache,
What does he have? He has a stomach ache. Has her tooth been aching? Yes, her tooth has been aching.
Appointment. Appointment.
How long since you've made an appointment? How do you make a doctor's appointment? I make it through an app.
back, backache,
Have you had a backache? Yes, I have.
checkup,
How often should you get a checkup? I should get a checkup once a year.
chest,
Have you had a chest x-ray? Yes, I have.
cold, cold,
Have you caught a cold this year? Yes, I have. No, I haven't.
cough,
What do you do when you have a cough? I close my mouth.
dot,
What comes after www? Polka dot dress. Have you ever seen a polka dot dress? No, I have not.
earache,
Have you ever had an earache? Yes, I have.
emergency,
Have you ever seen an emergency? What did you see?
examination, examination,
Have you had a medical exam? Yes, I have.
fever,
Have you ever run a fever? Yes, I have. Headache. Do you get headaches? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Does she look like she has a headache? Yes, she does.
inch,
How many centimeters in an inch? Middle. Have you ever been in the middle seat?
nurse,
Have you seen a Saudi nurse? Yes, I have seen a Saudi nurse.
pain,
What should you do if you are in pain? I should see a doctor. Have you ever had stomach pain? Yes, I have. Where have you had pain?
patient,
Have you ever been a patient?
problem,
Have you ever had this problem?
sneeze,
What makes you sneeze? What makes you sneeze?
stomach,
Stomach ache. What gives you a stomach ache? Fast food gives me a stomach ache. Symptom. These are symptoms of what? Temperature. What do you do when a child runs a temperature? Temperature. Temperature. What is a verb? A verb is a word that shows action, state of being, or occurrence in a sentence. It tells what the subject does, is, or experiences. What is a verb? A verb is an action word. A verb is an action word. Book 11, Lesson 1, Verbs. Repeat after hearing the word. Repeat the following verbs. Number 1, to ache. to catch, to come, to connect, to cough, to get there, to make, to run a temperature, to see, to sneeze. Say the word that describes the picture. To ache, to catch. Complete the sentences using the correct word. He caught the ball. He caught a cold. Please, come in. To connect. What is he connecting? He is connecting the dots. To cough. Is coughing a symptom? He needs to go to the toilet. He needs to get to the bathroom. Does he need to get new tires? Yes, he does. To run. Do they like to run? Of course they do. He is running a temperature. Does he need to see a doctor? To sneeze. Book 11, Lesson 1. Other words. Other words. Repeat the following. Number 1. Annual. Any longer. Any more. Horizontal. How about? In. Out. Parallel. Perpendicular. Regular. Since. Sometime. Still. Then. Vertical. Intersection. Complete the sentences using the correct word. Annual. Annual means once a year. The Hajj is an annual event. What are some things that happen annually? Any more equals any longer. Sometimes any longer means stopped. There used to be 2 Yemens, but there are not 2 any longer. There are not 2 Germanys any longer. Any longer. She isn't blonde any longer. She doesn't live here anymore. Horizontal. Horizon. Horizon. Do you do push-ups horizontally? How about? How about is used to make a suggestion or to offer something. How about a cup of tea? Also used to request an opinion, something considered remarkable or impressive. How about that storm last night? How about some more gahwa? How about those shabab? How about those Amaratis? In. I am in the army. We are in Saudi Arabia. Out. Parallel. Are these lines parallel? Yes, they are. Yes, these lines are parallel.
Perpendicular.
Give me an example of perpendicular. Are these sidewalks perpendicular? Yes, they are. This child has a runny nose. The Al Sauds have ruled since the beginning. You have been watching TV since 3 o'clock. When are you going to eat lunch? Sometime after noon. Where your wife? She is still shopping. First I wake up, then go to the bathroom. Vertical. Do you stand vertically? How does this take off? It takes off vertically. Book 11, Lesson 1, Grammar. The present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is a verb tense in English that connects past actions or states to the present moment. It describes events that happened at an unspecified time in the past and have relevance now, or actions that started in the past and continue to the present. Present perfect tense. What is the present perfect? The present perfect is have plus verb. Have you finished eating? Yes, I have finished. The present perfect tense is have or has plus the past participle or verb 3. In the present perfect, the action started in the past and continues to the present. Homer has been asleep. Grammar. The present perfect. Have been and have had. Hi, Dan. I'm sorry I'm late. How long have you been here? I've been here for only 10 minutes. Are you ready for our trip to Florida? Yes, I've been ready since yesterday. But this morning, I realized I need to take my car to the garage. Really? You haven't had that car for very long. No, I haven't. I've had it for just 4 months. But the car isn't new, you know. I want to get new tires before we leave on our trip because Florida is so far. That's a good idea. I should get new tires for my car too. How long have you had your car? I've had it since 2003, but I never bought any new tires for it. Book 11, Lesson 1. Test Practice. Present Perfect. Page 10. John hasn't had a vacation for 3 years. Book 11, Lesson 1. Present Perfect Questions. Grammar. Asking present perfect questions. Where have you been? We have been in formation since 7:30. Has he been sleeping? Yes, he has been sleeping. Have you been eating? Yes, I have been eating. Have they been watching TV? Yes, they have been watching TV. Have you been in the United States before? Book 11, Lesson 1. Present Perfect Questions. How long? Page 16. Asking about time using how long. Grammar. Asking about time using how long. Hi, Pam. How long have you been back? We've been back in the U.S. for only a week. How long were you in Paris? We were there for 2 months. We saw a lot of things. I'd like to go there sometime too. How long is the flight to Paris? It's about 8 hours from Texas to Paris. We enjoyed Paris, and we're going again next year. How long will you be there next time? We'll be there about 3 months. Grammar examples. Joe has been in the hospital since Friday. Mary has had a temperature for 2 days. How long is a dental appointment? What have you been studying? I've been reviewing new vocabulary. Joe has been in the hospital since Friday. Mary has had a temperature for 2 days. How long is a dental appointment? What have you been studying? I've been reviewing new vocabulary. How long do we have to wait for the bus? Book 11, Lesson 1. Test Practice. Present Perfect Progressive. Page 22. Present Perfect Progressive. The present perfect progressive also known as the present perfect continuous, is a verb tense in English that describes actions or situations that started in the past and continue into the present moment or have recently stopped, with an emphasis on the ongoing duration or process of the action. Present perfect progressive. Have been plus verb plus ing. He has been shopping. He has been cooking. He has been washing. He has been working. She has been traveling. Present perfect progressive. Use the present perfect progressive to talk about an action that began in the past and is continuing into the present. Homer has been sleeping. The action started in the past and continues to the present. It's noon, but Tom is asleep. He has been sleeping all morning. Book 11, Lesson 1, Test Practice, using get and become. Review. Ralph went to King Faisal Air Academy and became an officer. Present perfect progressive questions. Have been plus ing. Book 11, Lesson 1, Grammar Review. Has Homer been working out? Yes, he has been working out. Has Homer been cooking? Yes, Homer has been cooking. Has he been traveling? Yes, he has been traveling. Has Homer been shopping? Yes, he has been shopping. Has Bart been learning? Yes, Bart has been learning. Where has Homer been? Homer has been in the hospital since Friday. How long has Mary had a temperature? Mary has had a temperature since yesterday. How long has it been since your last annual physical? It has been a year since my last annual physical. It's been a long time. What have you been studying? Book 11, Lesson 1, Textbook page 9, Listening. Listen to the question. Choose the correct answer. For $35 a day, you can drive it more than 300 miles. I'll take it. Are these the keys? The man is renting a car. I finally finished writing this news article. I finished writing my news story too. The man and woman work for a magazine. Can you get me the lug wrench out of the trunk? Sure, but help me take out the spare first. The man and woman had a flat tire. What's the topic? Remember, the topic is a one-sentence summary, no details. Listen, then choose the best topic for the paragraph. It's important to keep healthy. People live longer when they're in good shape. We should exercise every day, eat the right foods, drink lots of water, and get enough rest. We should also see the doctor and the dentist for regular checkups. What's the topic?
Yellow. What? Oh my God! Well, I'm gonna settle this once and for all. Meet me at the place we discussed.
Who was that?
Wrong number.
Number 2. Sometimes, when we're making a telephone call, we realize that we have the wrong number. We want to hang up right away, but we shouldn't. We need to be polite to the person on the other end of the line. First, we should apologize for making a mistake. Then, we can try again to dial the correct number. Number 2. Sometimes, when we're making a telephone call, we realize that we have the wrong number. We want to hang up right away, but we shouldn't. We need to be polite to the person on the other end of the line. First, we should apologize for making a mistake. Then, we can try again to dial the correct number. What's the topic? Here are some things you can do before a test. First, review the lessons carefully. Memorize all the new words and practice using them in sentences. Then, write test questions and answer them. Make a tape or a recording with test questions and answers. Go to bed early the night before the test and eat a good breakfast in the morning. Here are some things you can do before a test. First, review the lessons carefully. Memorize all the new words and practice using them in sentences. Then, write test questions and answer them. Make a tape or a recording with test questions and answers. Go to bed early the night before the test and eat a good breakfast in the morning. Here are some things you can do before a test. First, review the lessons carefully. Memorize all the new words and practice using them in sentences. Then, write test questions and answer them. Make a tape or a recording with test questions and answers. Go to bed early the night before the test and eat a good breakfast in the morning. Book 11, Lesson 1, Evaluation Exercise Alpha, page Echo Echo 1. Put your money in the slot. Do I pull this knob? Is he still with his patients at the hospital? No, he's here. He can see you now. What time do we have to check out? We have to be out of our room by noon. Do you have your return address on it? Yes. I'd also like some stamps, please. I'd like to put it into savings. Okay, can you sign it on the back, please? Book 11, Lesson 1, Evaluation Exercise Bravo, page Echo Echo 2. Choose the correct answer. There's a problem with my car. It won't start. The doctor is giving Bob an exam. Hannah is using a thermometer. She has a temperature. How did she catch a cold? I'm going to see the colonel this afternoon. Every year we have an annual party. Ollie got up late. He can't make it to the battle on time. Ollie doesn't have a car any longer. He crashed it. Do planes fly on a regular schedule? We'll visit Riyadh sometime. I'm not sure when. A cable connects phones to the power. My brother's new house will be ready in April. He's staying with us until then. He has a pain in his mouth. Saudi Arabia has been a nation since 1932. King Saud's family still rules Saudi Arabia. She is sick with a cold. Zidane doesn't play soccer anymore. I got headbutted by Zidane yesterday. Now my chest aches. I have had this car since I was 18. Mary feels hot. She has a fever. How long were you in the desert? Has he been visiting the desert? If you have an emergency, you need to use this caution sign. Have you been to Mecca before? Book 11, Lesson 1, Test Practice. Book 11, Test Names. You will see these names on the test: Bill, Bob, Jim, John, Martha, Mary, Tim, Tina. You will see these titles on the test: Doctor, Nurse, Mr., Mrs., Ms. Where's your appointment? Use caution when you walk on the snow. Does Joe guarantee the work? Did you like the new show? Bob, you're coughing a lot. Which intersection is it? It's very noisy in here. Was it frightening? Who gave you the exam? What kind of work does an instructor do? What's the oil for? Did Tim eat lamb for dinner? Do you take an annual trip? Should I make a turn? Was the food greasy? Were the salespeople rude? Does Johnny have a runny nose? The driver saw children in the street. I need a tune-up. I have an ache in my side. You worked on my car, but the engine is still noisy. Why should we use a pedestrian crossing? I need to make an appointment with Dr. Jones. What did you think of the restaurant? Where's your appointment? Use caution when you walk on snow. Does Joe guarantee the work? Did you like the new show? Bob, you're coughing a lot. Which intersection is it? It's very noisy here. Was it frightening? Who gave you the exam? What kind of work does an instructor do? What's the oil for? Did Tim eat lamb for dinner? Do you take an annual trip? Should I make a turn? Was the food greasy? Were the salespeople rude? Does Johnny have a runny nose? The driver saw children in the street. I need a tune-up. I have an ache in my side. You worked on my car, but the engine is still noisy. Why should we use a pedestrian crossing? I need to make an appointment with Dr. Jones. What did you think of the restaurant?